Today in NBA 2K24, we're doing a Paul George Philadelphia 76ers simulation. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K24 with the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, early this morning, Paul George did agree to a contract with the Philadelphia 76ers, 4 years, 212. That's the max that the Sixers can offer him. So I'm excited to see how things play out here. Of course, in real life and on 2K24, they now have a big trio of Embiid, Maxey, and Paul George out there in Philadelphia. So let's see how they play out. I mean, you never really know what's going to happen here. They could do really well, they could not, who knows. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, I did fill out some of the rest of the roster here as like in real life. So they did sign Drummond, so I put Drummond here on the team. They did sign Eric Gordon, so there's Eric Gordon out there as well. Some of the other ones that really don't know what's going to happen here, so I can't do like the exact roster what the Sixers are going to have going into next year, but this is pretty much like a rough guesstimate, if you will. Either way, let's get into today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe for future content. Let me guys show you the rotation first before we kick into things. Here's what we're rocking with. We got Tyrese, Maxey at the 1, of course, Buddy Hield at the 2, Paul George at the 3, Sarge at the 4, and Embiid at the 5. Coming off the bench, we got Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond, Paul Reed, Eric Gordon, and I do gotta get some minutes in here for Jared McCain. Either way, this is gonna be our Sixers lineup here for year number 1. Let's see how things play out here for the Philadelphia 76ers and Paul George. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. And the year, we got Shea as your MVP, 32, 6, and 9 for him. Rookie of the year, Stephon Cassell of the San Antonio Spurs. Shout out him. Josh Hart, 6th man of the year with the New York Knicks, up to 11 rebounds a game coming off the bench. Crazy. Victor, defensive player of the year. Ben Thompson, most proven clutch player is Devin Booker. Looks like we have no Sixers on the All-NBA first team or the second team. That's kind of shocking. Embiid does make the third team though. Check out all his stats here momentarily with the rest of the Sixers squad. So let's see who had led the way in scoring for us. It was actually Tyrese Maxey, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for him. Embiid had 22 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Thought he definitely averaged more points in this, but I guess he fell off in this. Who knows? Paul George down to 19 points a game this year, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I actually think that'd be pretty realistic of what Paul George can average next year, roughly 19, 20 points a game. I think that makes sense. Oubre 14, Buddy Hield had 11, Sarge 8, Drummond had 7 points and 8 boards off the bench. We were the second seed out in the Eastern Conference, 54 and 28 on the year, 2 games back behind the first seed Cavs, so we'll check out their roster as well. The Pistons also were the 3rd seed, so I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out. The Thunder, of course, first out there in the West, Dallas up there too, makes sense. So let's see who we're taking on in the first round of the playoffs here. We're taking on Boston. Boston's only the 7th seed for some reason. Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, Porzingis, Pritchard, Luke Cornett here, Al Horford, Sam Hauser. So this is the exact same team that just won championship. And 2K saying they're going to be the 7th seed this year. So let's see how this plays out. Going to be a tough series for sure. Game 1, the Sixers do take game 1. Embiid 25-16, 3. Maxey had 20. Oubre had 20, and Paul George with 17. We do win by 25 though. That's good for us. We also take game 2 with another huge victory. Maxey and Embiid are killing it so far in this series. Paul George not the best though, but we're up 2-0, so that's really all that matters. We do lose here in game 3. Tatum, the huge performance, 29 points, 20 boards, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Okay, Tatum. We do end up losing here by 11, so that's not good. Embiid really cooked in this one though, 42 and 17. That's a 10-10 from the free throw line. Game number 4 though, we end up losing here. The Celtics 33 and 11, 6 and 4 for Tatum. We lost by 2 points, brutal, but it is what it is. So it's the 2-2 series here. We're up 3-2 here over the Celtics. 24 for Buddy Hield leading the way in scoring for us. 18, 20, and 6 for Joel Embiid. He had 4 blocks. Let's go to Simcast here. See how this plays out. I do want to get some game action though for you guys at some point here in today's video. It might be today's one. We got a close game here between the Sixers and the Celtics here in game 6. This is a back and forth mashup here. And we're gonna hop into this game right here, 124-122. Let's see how this plays out. All right, so here we are. Philadelphia leads 3-2 here. Porzingis inside over Embiid right there. We got a tie ball game here with 1 minute and 20 seconds left here to go in game 6. It's only the first round of the playoffs still, but still, this is gonna be a great series that we got. Looks like Paul George is even out there on the court right now. He probably fouled out. 2K always fouls out everyone. Maxey, he's got the ball here. He's probably gonna pass it inside to Embiid. Embiid is gonna hit the shot over Porzingis. Yes, he does. Wow, that was a really tough shot right there by Joel Embiid. Putting the Sixers back up by 2 here. We got 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Tatum, he's got the ball currently guarded by Kelly Oubre. All the Philadelphia 76ers out to Holiday in the corner. What's he going to do? Looks like they're going to try and get Peyton Pritchard open for 3. And that's good. A huge 3-point for Peyton Pritchard right there. Out to Sarge, out to Buddy Hield out there in the corner. What's he going to do inside to Embiid? He's got Porzingis on him. He's going to have to make that shot, and he ends up fouling. Oh my God. That's a huge foul right there by Porzingis here. Is Embiid going to hit the first free throw? Yes, he does. He's gonna hit that one. He's up to 30 points here in tonight's ball game. Is he gonna hit the second one? Yes, he does as well. 30 seconds here left on the clock. Still anyone's game, of course. Jaylen Brown, he's got the ball. He's currently guarded by Paul George at the moment. Jaylen Brown inside over Embiid, and he's going to miss that shot. Maxey, he's going to get the ball from the Embiid rebound right there. That's a huge miss by the Boston Celtics. Maxey with the clutch free throws here. Is he going to hit the first one? So they're putting the Sixers back up by 2 here with 21 seconds left in the ball game. Is he going to hit the second one? Yes, he does. Now a 3-point game. Celtics have no timeouts left here. So the Celtics have to hit a 3 to tie. 2. If they want to make it 2 there, then have to follow it on the other end. Jaylen Brown inside over Paul George. Is he going to take the easy bucket? No, he misses it anyways. Paul George with the huge defense right there over Jaylen Brown. Paul George really just needs to hit 1 free throw here, and he's going to hit that first free throw. Paul George makes the first one there for the Sixers. Can he hit the second one as well? Yes, he does. Up to a 5-point game here. 10 seconds left in the ball game. This game is pretty much over. Well, I mean, you can still wait 7 seconds, but this game's pretty much over here. Tatum, is he going to hit that 3-pointer? Oh, he does hit that 3-pointer. The Sixers are going to call a timeout there. Celtics will foul though, obviously, right? So there it is. The foul on Jrue Holiday for Tyrese Maxey to shoot 2 free throws right here. Is he going to hit the first one? And yes, he does. It's the first one, putting the Sixers back up by 3. Can he hit the second one as well? Yes, he does. Next round of playoffs, we're taking on the Detroit Pistons here. Cade, Ivey, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris is now on the squad. Jalen Duren, Simone Fontecchio. This is the exact same squad that the Pistons really have in real life. Plus, you know, Tobias Harris. I don't even know how they're a 3rd seed, but hey, good for them. Sixers take game 1. Maxey 32. Paul George at 21 and 10. Sarge also at 21-10. Embiid only 19 though, and they still won. So shout out to Philadelphia 76ers right there. They take game 2 only by 2 points, but Embiid gets the job done. 32 and 15 for him. Cade had 26 right there, so that's very, very good. In game number 3, the Pistons come right back though. 35 for Cade, 16 for Fontecchio. We lost by 1 point, brutal, but you know, we're still up 2-1 in the series. We're up 3-1 here. Cade with 38. Ivey at 29. But Maxey drops 34 for us. And Embiid's not really doing too much this series, though. He keeps falling out. But either way, we're up 3-1 here. Can we go to the next round? No, not in that one. Pistons take game number 5 against us. Maxey had a big performance right there, but Cade drops 40, keeping the Pistons alive. And we end up winning here in game number 6. So we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we're taking on the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, Turner, Obi Toppin, Nesmith, Isaiah Jackson here. They're pretty much the exact same squad in real life. So they're going to be even better in real life next year than what they were this year. Obviously, a more developmental year. This season, I didn't think they were actually going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. So shout out to Pacers, though. I'm really excited to see how things play out. Either way, this is Sixers simulation, not Pacers one. So let's see and hope the Sixers win the series here. The Sixers do take game 1. Maxey 26, Paul George 24, and Embiid at 24 here in game number 1 of the series. Game 2, the Pacers come right back, though. Maxey had 23, but Mathurin drops 25. Halliburton with a smooth 21 assists there in game 2. Jeez. Game 3, Sixers also win. Siakam at 27 for them, but Maxey little win, scoring for us with 31. Paul George only had 12 in this one. He struggled, but we did win. Game number 4, though, Halliburton 23 and 12 for them. Maxey drops 26 for us, so we are now 1 win away from the NBA Finals. But we don't do it in game number 5, though, as the Pacers claw back in this performance. 29-7-14 for Halliburton. Can we win here in game number 6? Yes, we do. We're going to the NBA Finals here, taking on the OKC Thunder, a very tough matchup. For some reason, Giddey's now still on the squad, though. I swear I traded him for Caruso, but you know, it is what it is. So they got Shea Giddey, Dort, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein coming off the bench now, Sadiq Bey, Derrick Jones Jr. That trade for all these guys. Jeez, this is gonna be a very tough matchup here, to say the least. Game number 1, the Sixers do win 32-6-10 for Shea, but we end up winning here, led by a big performance by Paul George himself. Game number 2, the Thunder come right back, 43 for Shea right there. It's gonna be very tough to stop Shea this series. And in game number 3, yeah, 53 points, 8 boards, 12 assists for Shea in game number 3, though, putting the Thunder up 2-1 in the series with a 20-point victory. We do win here in game 4. Maxey at 32-8-9, beat at 39-5, and Paul George at 26-5-8. We won by 38 points right there. Very good game. In game number 5, we have also won 19-101. So, and Maxey drops 45. We are 1 win away from the NBA Finals, and we get the job done. The Sixers have won the championship. Shea, for some reason, is your Finals MVP, but who cares? The Philadelphia 76ers have actually won the championship here in year number 1 with the Paul George thing. So that's very, very good. We still got a couple years left, though, so I'll see you guys shortly. And the year 2 now, Shea is your MVP, 28-7-9. and 9 for him. We got Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year. D'Lo 6-man with the Warriors now. Don't know how he ended up there. 5th Defense Player of the Year, and Robert Dillingham is your most improved player with the Minnesota Timberwolves. No Sixers on the All-NBA first team or second team. Embiid does make the third team though, so that is of course very, very good for us. Checking out the player stats here at Paul George's second year now in Philly. Maxey led winning scoring for us, 27, 3, and 6 for him. Embiid had 22 and 11. Paul George again 19, 5, and 4. Pretty realistic numbers if you ask me. Kelly Oubre had 14.5, and Buddy Hield had 10 points a game as well. We were the first seed this season, 60 and 22. Out in Eastern Conference, we had a 7-game lead over the New York Knicks for that first seed, 33 and 9 at home, which is really, really good. Let's see how the playouts turn out for us. And let's see, we are taking on the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. They got Topic somehow on the squad now, DeJounte Murray, so it looks like they've made some big changes here on this squad. Their first pick, of course, Zachary here, Karl Anthony Towns in the squad, Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, Hunter, Zach Collins. They got a solid team. Let's see how this plays out. I do think that we should beat them, but as soon as I say that, we end up losing the first 2 games against the Atlanta Hawks, so that is not good for us. We lost by 6 here in the second game. Maxey had 28 in this one. Towns led the winning scoring for them. And in game number 3, the Hawks have won. Better not be losing in the first round after all that. Embiid had 35 and 7 here. Maxey had 27, 4, and 8. Oubre had 19, 4. Paul George 16, 3, and 7. Can we win here? Let's go to Simcast here for game number 4. Maybe that changed things up for the Sixers here. I don't know why they're not playing well against this Hawks squad at all. And we actually very well might lose here. We were up decently at this point here in the ball game though. It was a close one, but we get the job done. 138 to 133, and beat 53 points though, putting the team on his back during elimination. Let's go to another Simcast game here because we just won the last one, so might as well let's see how this plays out here. I want to give less minutes to Buddy and more to Jared McCain. I've seen those TikToks, so social media department's gonna be happy about that for the Philadelphia 76ers. And looks like we're gonna take this game as well. 148 points scored in this one. Maxey at 35, and Embiid 29, Paul George at 28. So it's now a 3-2 series here. Let's go to Simcast once again. I mean, we've won the last 2 games now, so anything is possible. And this is game number 6, so it'd be embarrassing if the Hawks blow it, but it looks like they probably won't. And yeah, it looks like the Hawks are pulling away here, and the Sixers have been eliminated. After all that, we went 60 and 22 on the year, and we're eliminated in the first round. That's absolutely brutal. We got the Thunder and the Knicks out there in the NBA Finals, of course, and the Thunder have come out on top. Shea is your Finals MVP. Thunder obviously gonna be a very, very tough team to beat for just any team in real life. They're just so good. They're so good. Anyway, so that's a really bad year 2. I mean, I guess that's kind of typical of what the Sixers have been used to because they keep being eliminated early on the playoffs there. At least we won last year, but let's do another year. Obviously, Paul George did sign a 4-year contract. Jokic MVP, 27, 12, and 9 for him. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year with the Jazz. Jaden Hardy just went 6-man up to 21 points a game. 3rd Defense Player of the Year. And Jared McCain is your most improved player. Shout out Jared right there, up to 15 points a game this year. Shout out him, and Curry's still the clutch player of the year. No Sixers on an All-NBA first team though. Embiid makes second team. I was kind of hoping that one that makes like the second or third team as well, along with the first team, but it is what it is. Checking out the player stats here at the end of the year. Maxey continues to lead the wing scoring for us every single year. 27, 3, and 6 for him this year. Embiid up to 21 and 12. Paul George only down to 16 points a game, so that's not good at all. McCain up to 15. Oubre had 13. Ball somehow on the squad now. It's up to 11 right here. We were tied with the Charlotte Hornets. We'll check out that Hornets roster shortly here. 52 and 30 for the top seed out in the Eastern Conference, although we end up being the second seed, of course. The Hornets beat us in more games throughout the regular season. Checking out the Wizards roster at this point. Tyus Jones, Balako Belly, Jason here, Kuzma, Alexander Sarr, Ayton. We got Bobby Portis coming off the bench, Corey Kispert, Jordan Poole still. I mean, they're okay, but I mean, we should beat them. Game 1, Maxey 31 and 10, and Embiid 22 and 18. Also had 5 blocks in this one. I'm not really expecting the Wizards to be too much of a threat here in this series. Look at this game here. This is what you like to see. 31 from Maxey, 28 from Paul George, and 25, 17, 6 from Joel Embiid in game number 2. We also take game 3 against them. 24 from Maxey, 23 for Paul George, and 19 for Jared McCain right there. And in game number 4 is a clean sweep over the Wizards here. Taking on the Indiana Pacers here in the second round. Halliburton, McNeely here, Mathurin, Siakam, Trace Walker, Obi Toppin, still Nazarene, the GOAT. Pretty much still the exact same Pacers squad, like pretty much. I mean, Maxey drops 47 in this one, but unfortunately we lost by 1 point though. That's brutal for Maxey and the Sixers right there. Game number 2, we do come right back. Maxey 35, Embiid at 25 and 14, McCain with 22 and 7 in this one. Halliburton had a huge game though, but the Pacers lost. But the Pacers win this one here from big game from Halliburton, 30 and 10 for him, almost a triple-double. We're down 2-1 here in the series. Back to 2-2 here. Halliburton 29, 4 and 8, Embiid at 36, 14 and 6 right here. Game number 5, we do end up winning here. That's what you like to see. We were 1 win away from the Eastern Conference Finals, and we don't get the job done. Let's go to Simcast here. In game number 7 between the Pacers and the Philadelphia 76ers, I might hop into this game here if it's really close though at the end of it. It's been a close game so far here. Let's see how this plays out here. Sixers starting to pull away. It's a 2-point game here, 2 minutes 35 seconds left. Let's hop in. All right, so here we are with a 2-point game here, 2 minutes 35 seconds here left in the ball game. Whoever wins this game is going to be going to the Eastern Conference Finals here between the Sixers and the Indiana Pacers here. It's Shepard with the ball for the Pacers here inside. Embiid is currently, no, Embiid's out there in the game. I was just wondering why he wasn't out there in the paint. And that's going to be a basket there for Ben Shepard there, 12 points in the ball game here. Paul George, he's got the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers at the current moment. Remember calling a timeout here. Maxey, he's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers, currently guarded by Tyrese Halliburton inside to Embiid over Walker right there. He's going to miss. That's a huge miss right there. Walker's going to come over, set that screen on him, and that's going to be a foul on Joel Embiid. That could be a very costly foul on him right there. Halliburton's going to be going to the line for 2 free throws, currently 25 points in today's ball game right there. He's going to hit the first, putting the Pacers back up by 1 here. 1 minute 52 left to go in the ball game. He's also going to hit the second one there, back to a 2-point game here. Anything's possible still in this ball game. Still got plenty of time to make a run. So the Sixers have Maxey, McCain, Bol, Embiid, and Paul George out there at the current moment. So that's a pretty solid roster out there. Embiid with the step back 3, and that's off. Another miss for Embiid. So that's of course not good. Up to Halliburton. The Pacers cooking up the pace, and he's gonna hit that crazy pass there, but he's gonna get the ball back, hitting the layup there. Back-to-back baskets now for Tyrese Halliburton, putting the Pacers back up by 4 here. The minute 30 left to go. We got Embiid bringing the ball up here for Philly. What are the Sixers going to do here? Looks like they're trying to set a screen for Maxey out there, or an ISO for Embiid. Out to McCain there. He's going to pass it over to Maxey. Back to McCain for 3, and he misses. Embiid on the glass, though. He puts it back up. That's a huge basket for Joel Embiid right there, putting the Sixers back only down 2 though. But Sixers got to keep the pressure on the defensive end though, not like they had the last couple possessions there, because the Pacers have continued to score. Halliburton, he's got the ball. He's trying to put the moves on Tyrese Maxey inside into the paint, and he's going to miss. Great defense by Tyrese Maxey here. Maxey coming back up the court for Philly here, and he's going to pass it off Tyrese Halliburton. A huge steal right there. It could be a very huge mistake. Halliburton inside into the paint, and he misses right there. Paul George on the rebound here. George kicking up the court out to Maxey here. What's Maxey going to do? Slow down the pace. McCain with the screen there. Maxey still got the ball inside now to Joel Embiid. He's got the smaller defender on him right now. Embiid going into the paint there, trying to put the work on him. He's going to hit that shot. No, he does not. It's a huge miss again for Embiid. Not looking good for him at all. Halliburton inside into the paint, into Siakam. A huge slam for the Indiana Pacers. They're putting them back up by 4. Sixers with the ball here once again. 24 seconds here left on clock. A big 3 is desperately needed for Philly right now. Out to Paul George, inside to McCain. He's going to hit that shot, though. That's still a huge shot right there, putting them back down only by 2. 20 seconds here left in the ball game. A steal would be nice. They're unfortunately not able to get the steal, and they're going to foul, sending Shepard to the free throw line for the Indiana Pacers. He's going to hit the first free throw right there, as now a 3-point game here between these squads. He's going to hit the second as well, back to 4 points here. Sixers still desperately need a big 3-pointer, and let's see if they can get the job done here. Otherwise, they're going to be going home here in the second round. Embiid with the pull-up 3-pointer, and that's off. Paul George commits the foul right there, and it's pretty much this game is done. That is not what you like to see at all. Shepard is going to hit the first one. He's going to hit the second one as well. 6-point game here, 10 seconds left. I mean, this game is pretty much done. Maxey is coming up the court here for Philly, out to Bol. He's going to shoot the 3, even if it makes, doesn't matter. He does make it though, but you know, I mean, this game's pretty much done. He's got to hit 1 free throw, and this game is settled here. Is he going to hit the first one? Yes, he does. That game is settled. That means the Indiana Pacers are going to be going to the Eastern Conference Finals here, beating the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers had such a close series here, but they couldn't get the job done. Very brutal there. Maxey hits that huge 3-pointer. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that at all. It doesn't really even matter though. Just hit a full court shot. Jeez. Imagine hit a full court shot and it doesn't matter because the Sixers are eliminated. Let's go through the rest of the playoffs here. The Thunder are taking on the Pacers here in the NBA Finals, and the Thunder end up winning here. Shea's your Finals MVP. So that's the conclusion of year number 3. And honestly, I hate to say it to you guys, but I don't think the Sixers are going to have enough, even in year 4 of Paul George's contract, to even get past the OKC Thunder at all. So that's going to be the conclusion of today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe for future content. Let me know down in the comment section below how you think the Paul George Sixers experiment is going to go. Is it going to go like the Clippers? Let me know. Either way, I'll see you guys all in the next video and hope you all have a great day.